So this is mass following conversation is actually a complete lie. That's actually how they're creating like a militia to get you to fight to keep TikTok owned by China because China allows them to behave like sick communists. What I am like I always get confused with is how you could do this to people. How self-centered could you be to not recognize that if you want to live in China, you need to go live in China, but you're not going to capitalize off of a democracy because our president that you tried to vote in has dementia, so that you can put money in your pocketbook and you don't have to actually deal with the fact that your parents ignored you when you were little, although they bought you everything that you ever wanted. They gave you everything that you ever wanted. You did everything that you ever wanted. That's like the most miserable life that you could ever experience because you've never learned anything in life. So I'm not really sure how you're on this platform teaching people about militia. You never delivered to anyone anything in your life. You can tell by your energy, the way you speak, what you speak about, and where you're located. You're like living in this white picket fence life, but there's no actual white picket fence, and there is no substance or depth to you. You have nothing to say or nothing to talk about. So then you just take out regurgitations from things you read in some book that Mel Robbins wrote, and then just fart it out your mouth as if you know what you're talking about because someone was mean to you on TikTok. However, that's a very different version of ill will toward man. That's the overthrow of what you would consider in the Middle East. That's SECT, called a sect. Yeah, I'm sure you don't have any education around global foreign policy, and they'll probably come up with some idea of their version of life. No, I'm a human behavioral scientist, have many years of experience in the workforce, working with all social classes and all ages, including little children like you. No, you're like children of the corn. You think you're all cool because you grew up with a phone attached to your hand. However, what it did to you all as a group is it made you mentally ill, and you loved it because you didn't have to deal with your own problems. You just went to someone's platform and they told you, you're good enough. Wow, that's not the kind, refuse to accept you telling me that I'm good enough. I refuse for you to tell me that I'm getting mass following when clearly on my platform I have 200 followers. When you have nothing to say and I have everything to report on who you are as a person, while you then go to Choo Choo, who's also initiating this war on America, to community guidelines innocent individuals like myself, while he violates my civil rights, while you spout out nonsense to audiences so that you can teach them about how you went viral. However, you did it very maliciously, vile, and abusively, which you're still doing. However, it's really strange because you have no feeling about it. It's been hidden by your success and your cash cow, as well as your damn viral pieces of content. Not real sure why anyone would want to go from 0 to 1 million overnight when you're not prepared for it. However, you made it all cool as if that was a normal way to experience life. I'm here to tell you it made you all mentally fucking ill. I would be fighting for my own life, not fighting for some communist China that's destroying your life and this country, so that people like Kim Kardashian can compete with you, so Paris Hilton can go to the US Capitol to tell you what abusive, but you are not Kim Kardashian or Paris Hilton, meaning if you get caught doing anything, you're going to go to prison. See, they're just using you right now to get what they need. Well, you stand there and say, well, I'm viral, and you're going viral too. I'm not going viral, nor do I want to go viral. No, I actually want real students, not fake ass people who want to bullshit me in my comment section about, be positive and be happy. That's not real life. Why would anyone want to live like that? I'm not really sure, but your brain definitely is all fucked up in it. So you're intertwined in all this shit, aren't you? So are all the rest of you. You don't even understand what I've been doing to expose all of you. 7 years I've been working, I've been yelling and screaming, I've been acting for the people of this country, for my children, for my little infants who were like under the age of 9 years old. like a little baby that you violate by looking at their video. So you can tell them about oh wait, maybe we're talking about mass deportation. I actually think that is what I'm going to switch this energy into, having TikTok's trend, mass deportation, as your form of mass following. So that you'll fail, TikTok will close, and we'll deport all these people that you wanted in this country so that you could sell our country upriver because you don't understand culture or people or work. You don't understand shit about shit. And when you try to sell the country out to the Middle East like Mona Vand, there are consequences for actions. This is a democracy. Not off your First Amendment right, not off of anything except for your First Amendment right, which is real facts. Facts, 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 facts. Facts. No more of this. No more of that. So you don't have any substance inside you to understand that a filter doesn't mean shit about you. You don't understand shit about life. None of you actually understand anything about anything because you live in communism. You're being told what to think and to feel and numbing out to reality of what democracy is. But there are more people who voted for Trump than they did for Biden. Oh, excuse me, that was Kamala, who wanted joy and uplift, which is called your version of anxiety. See, no real person wants to live in constant uplift. That's called anxiety. That's called queendomhood. That's called exposed. That's called you've been hitting people for way too long so that you can feel uplifted because you're that low. So it's like stepping over the problem, but the problem's still there, and then the problem comes back up, and then you just hit people again. However, when at some point in life, because you get old and you start to look old, no matter how much Botox and how much gnarly shit you do to your face or your body or your personality, you just turn bitter like The View. You just turn bitter and cold, and your face gets fluffy because everything that you do to people shines through your face. Because it's more important about what's on the inside and how you treat people than how much money you have or how you manipulate them or convince them. Maybe your mommy and daddy should have taught you that. I'm sure you tell stories about how wonderful they are. Obviously, they're not very good people because they raised you to think that ethics and morals don't matter. But you have your whole ideas around what those things are very misconstrued because you think it's all about how people treat you. When in reality, when you're dealing with business, it's not about you, it's about the customer. And nobody wants to go viral overnight until you trended it as a topic of collective conscious normality. However, I'm going to reverse that out and show the violence and the victimization of what you've done to people, because there's a lot of people out there who produce content who have 0 followers. It's all bots, just like who are following you. Man, having conversation with you used to be really intelligent, or the start of intelligence. Maybe that was when you were like 2 years old, until you realized you like the devil more than God, because you're a devil worshiper.